If you want to see how I turn this into this, then keep watching this video. To start, of course, I had to buy the starter house, which I didn't previously own for obvious reasons, but here I go ahead and rename it Happy Home of Robloxia Upgrade Works, I guess. Then I just place it on my plot and destroy everything on the outside, basically, and then the inside as well. One rule I had with this build was that I needed to keep the layout of the home, so every wall had to be placed exactly where it was, but I was able to change coloring, furniture, and basically everything else. For the outside walls, I kind of wanted to keep them white with an accent of this like dark taupe brown, which is, if you haven't noticed already, is one of my favorite colors to use in Bloxburg. Then I go ahead and do the roof black. I didn't really know what else to do for the roof, so I thought black would work. But now I'm going to change all of the inside walls to a different color. I think this is cloudy gray and flint that I use. I think that they look better. I wanted some accent walls where they previously had some accent walls, and then my friend here was helping me by putting in the trim. That's basically all he did. Everything else I did myself. But then I go ahead and put new doors in the house. I thought they looked good with the front door that I chose. But yeah, I also kept the accent walls here in the bathroom too. When I picked the color theme for the walls in this house, I knew that this barn door would honestly work perfectly for the closet, so that's what I chose there. And you can see in the bathroom I'm using a different color for the walls just because I usually do that. I usually do my bathrooms different, but here's an overview of the house all cleared out of furniture and recolored. So the kitchen wall I kept with a marble tile just so it's a little bit different and like you can tell that's a kitchen. But yeah, walking through, I think the walls look pretty good, so let's get back to decorating. For the kitchen, I wanted to keep it as basic as I could just because, first of all, I hate doing kitchens. I never know what to do, but this space was also so small. So I just did countertops, oven, fridge, and then these cabinets, which I feel like looked pretty well with the space that we did. And then I also put it in an island, but here's the overview. I think it turned out great. All right, on to the dining room. I had to resize this carpet because it was just way too big. And then I picked this rustic table, which was the same cabinets that I used. I used the rustic ones. And I just kind of like to stick to the same kind of furniture. Sometimes I don't, sometimes I do. But then I use the rustic chairs. And I just decorate the table with placemats and a few plates and a plant. And I think this came out pretty good, especially for the small space that we have. So here you go. Overview. Pretty cute. Nothing crazy. Now, the living room was also a challenge. I mean, this whole house was because the size of it. But I just stuck with the most basic couch I could and this round rug. I really like using this round rug just because I feel like it goes with a lot of spaces. Then I attempted to decorate with this basic shape, turning it into like a coffee table. And I put this console table with a TV up just to make it look more like a living room. And I add a couple extra decorations and color them. And that's basically it for the living room. Okay, working our way into the bathroom. I know it's bright. Bear with me. I end up deleting the lights, I'm pretty sure. Here, I just do my signature bathroom thing. Custom shower. I put a wall up and a window. And I don't know, I just kind of like it. Then I put another window there and the actual shower itself. Then I used these clear shelves, resized them, recolored them, put up the basic things you need like soap and shampoo. And that was it for the shower area. I think it turned out alright, especially with, again, the small space. I'm gonna keep saying it, but there's only so much you can do in a house this size. So bear with me when I say that 10,000 times throughout the video. Here you can see I add the toilet and then I'll go in with the counter, sink, mirror, cabinet, all the basic little things. But I just have to say I love using a different color in the bathroom than the rest of the house. Usually they're lighter colors, so I think that they just open up the room a lot more, which I absolutely love. Plus, I just love using the color seashell in general. Like, I usually incorporate it in some way. I literally have a whole house called Seashell House. Like, that's the plot name, because the outside seashell. So yeah, I do use this color a lot, but whatever. Then anyways, I recolor and rematerial this shelf and put in a couple decorations to make it feel more like a bathroom. But one more thing I had to say, if you like the coloring that I use in these builds, I will be having a video come out on my favorite color palettes, so stick around for that. That should be out within the next day or two if you want to watch and see color palettes that I think go well together. Okay, sorry for that little rant, but here's the bedroom, which is the last room in the house. I put a comforter on that bed to make it look a little bit better, and I used the fancy nightstand. I put that plant in the corner, and I recolor this lamp because I think it looks better. Not so bright pink, I guess. Then just a couple extra decorations, and I had to use these end tables to make a desk because there was not enough room on this wall for a real desk, but I feel like it works out for the space that we have. Again, I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep saying it, but I think it worked pretty well. Just decorate it with a computer here, and I put up a painting here and then again on the other wall, but here I put in the dresser just because it fills up space, and I think that usually looks a little bit better. Most basic and obvious tip, any filler space that you need filled in, just pick a random plant and books and color them and put them in. Like, I'm just going to say Bloxburg book colors are not my favorite. They're always way too bright, so I always recolor them. But yeah, I think that's just the most basic tip I could give. And for the closet, it was so tight in there, so I just did a really basic pre-made closet and recolored it just because I was having enough of it for the day. So here is this. Now let's work on the outside. So the outside path was just not going to work for me, especially with what I had to do after this. And I could not recolor it for the life of me because parts of it just were not connecting and it didn't look good. But I chose this brick and mid-gray, and then I go ahead and work on the deck. I don't think adding a deck is cheating because the whole point was to keep the initial layout of the starter house. So I think I mastered that, but I wanted to add a deck. I thought it would look nice. And I put this modern fireplace and then these modern chairs, which I think go with the white and black and kind of brown color of the house to look pretty modern. I don't even know if this is modern. I just think it kind of worked well. I don't know. Then I put up this fence, made it brick, and that was pretty much it for the front porch, other than a couple of decorations like plants. And I put some trees, flowers, whatever, the normal things around the outside of the house. Okay, here's the finished product. I love it. I think it came out perfect, and I think the trees work really well with the fact that it's snowing in Bloxburg when I recorded this clip. I don't know, I just think this house looks beautiful. But here is the full tour now. Coming up here, you can see there's a little cap from the porch, but we're just gonna ignore that. But this porch came out pretty good. I mean, I just kind of threw it together really quickly. Fireplaces I don't usually think are in the front of houses, but I don't know, I feel like it looked good. The plants are pretty cute. I, again, am obsessed with the trees with this house. I just think they look so good. Then making our way to the front, I really do like that accent wall, and it goes really nicely with the door. Here's the dining room, and the curtains. I forgot to film me doing the curtains in this house, but I used the color beige and the basic curtains and just put them all around the house. Here's the kitchen. My favorite part. Literally, what do you mean my favorite part? They're always my least favorite. I hate doing them. But this is my favorite part of the house. I feel like I did such a good job here. So tell me I did a good job in the comments because I feel like I did. But if I didn't, humble me. Let me know because I don't know. But okay, the living room also is not so bad. I mean, I feel like I could have done better. I don't really care for this living room that much. But I think it works. It's not terrible. It gets the job done. Bathroom, it's also really good in my opinion. I don't know. I'm kind of proud of this bathroom. Just basic, but it came out pretty good. I had to speed this up because why am I taking so long to tour this darn bathroom? Can we move on, please? Thank you. Finally moving on. Thank you. Anyways, here's the bedroom. I think it came out all right. It's not too bad. I do like that accent wall that I did. I don't think I mentioned that earlier. Oh, wait, yeah, I did. But here's the decals that I put in over the paintings. I think that they're pretty cute. They're modern. They go with the outside of the house, but they also kind of go with the color theme in this house. Here's that closet. I don't want to look at it any longer. Don't thank you. I don't like that. But yeah, that was the overall house. I feel like it came out pretty cute. Who is that?
Today. Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
Anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching me renovate the Bloxburg starter home just as much as I enjoyed doing so. Make sure you subscribe so you can see more content just like this.